Hello mga kababayan, once again welcome to my channel. Welcome to Laruan ni Obi-Wan. So from reviewing the He-Man figure, let's get through this time with the Skeletor figure. Same from the Mattel Masterverse line for the Netflix Masters of the Universe Revelation animated series. So let's get on with the review. So these are the contents of the packaging of your purchase. So you have the Skeletor figure, you have the Havoc stuff, you have the shaping stuff, and an extra pair of hands. The points of articulation for the Skeletor figure is the same as the He-Man figure. So for the head is on a ball. We have a ball also for the diaphragm area. We have a cut on the waistline for rotation. We have a cut on the biceps for rotation, and side to side motion for the arms. We have the pinless elbow system, 2-point system for the elbows. We have a swivel and rotation for the hands. For the legs area, we have a cut on the thighs for rotation and pinless technologies for the knee, 2 points of bend on the knee. We have rotation on the boot area or the shin guard area, and we have rotation, swivel, and rocker for the foot or the chicken feet, as you could see. So just like the He-Man figure that we just reviewed, this Skeletor figure is around the 7 inches mark in height, but is a little bit about 2 centimeters or 3 centimeters less than the He-Man action figure. I would have wanted to post the He-Man beside this Skeletor figure, but it's just nice to really savor the details of this figure, just this Skeletor figure alone. So he has the Havoc stuff and the shaping stuff, and the only thing that I really don't like about this figure would be this cape, because this cape really stands out from the figure. It does not look rugged. It looks like it's just way too straight and way too clean. So if you're the master of evil, I would have hoped that that cape does not look too starched or too straight or too clean. So I guess I'm going to have to replace it with this cape that I made. So from my old shirt, it looks rugged, the edges are quite tattered, and I also cut some scallops on the edges. So let's put this cape on this Skeletor figure, because you could just pop off the head and the body armor, and you could attach this to this area. So let's do just quick customization of this figure to make it really looks scary and menacing. I didn't have a violet colored cape lying around, but I have an old shirt in black, so that's what I use anyway. The skirt piece on the Skeletor figure is also black, so it matches the black cape. So once you pop the head off, you could just take this from the top piece like this, and the original cape, which is this one, just rests on top of the neck area, just like that. So actually it is not secured in any form, so when you try to move the when you move the figure around in poses, this cape moves around too. So I did not like that. So what I did was just to pop the head off and the shoulder guards and glued on with just a little bit of super glue to the edges of this shoulder or body harness. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So those are my 5 glue points. Just a little bit of super glue. So we're going to reassemble the figure and see if I did good. Because if it doesn't look good, then we're free to put this back on. So surprise, surprise, did we do good? Head snaps on easily. And we have a new cape installed on the Skeletor figure. So does it look good? I think this cape is better suited for this figure. And the color, of course, this is a violet color, and the hood piece or the shoulder piece is also violet color. Then the black, the new black cape counters the color of the shoulder piece, so this violet really stands out. So I'm satisfied with my simple fix on the cape. So let's put back the stuff and go on with the review. So we have the Skeletor figure with the brand new cape and the 2 stuffs. So total look, really total 100% satisfied this time. So that black cape really improved the look of the figure. And this shirt, this Walmart shirt, is really thick. Unlike the cape that came with the figure, it's thin and quite transparent. But this cape, this cape or this shirt piece is really thick material, so light won't pass through it. So really makes for a good cape or custom cape for this Skeletor figure. Now, I was looking at the box and I was looking at the head sculpt, because most would not really notice that the head sculpt kind of small, but out of packaging I realized that they are just right. So but the thing that really stands out from this figure, which I think is really ridiculously out of proportion, would be the chicken feet of this figure. So they're really wide and long, and the toenails are really hyper extended. So this guy needs to see a podiatrist and a bunion specialist. But overall, after a while, those chicken feet grows on you, and you start to really love the total design of the figure. But what I really like about this, aside from the total look of the figure, which I'm really satisfied, is the Havoc stuff. Now the Havoc stuff is, as expected, we know that it is not only a spellbinding or a power staff, it is also a fighting staff. Something in the something like how Donatello uses his bow. So I appreciate that it is really almost human length as compared to the classic counterpart that we every day see at Walmart and Target. The stuff is a bit short on this classic Skeletor figure, but that is just a little bit something that I noticed and appreciate with this other figure. But this one, it goes well. I'm okay with it because the stuff matches the color of the body armor of this classic Skeletor. Good job, Mattel, for producing this really awesome head sculpt, because I really like the expression on the head sculpt, and as you could see, it looks really skull-like and not mask-like, because for the classic Skeletor figure, that is mask-like, but we have really a skull likeness to this head sculpt, especially the color of the face. So that's a bone dry color with that white colored teeth. So really the teeth stands out from the rest of the skull face, which is great. You could really see that menacing smile of Skeletor. And if you could take at the look at the eyeballs or the eye area, that is not a hollow eye socket. You could see that you have some kind of eyes inside that eye socket, even if it's all black, as compared of course to the classic Skeletor figure that is a hollow eye socket because of the red paint, of course. But comparing head sculpts, this is really a nice looking head sculpt for a Skeletor figure, especially if you look at it sideways, that menacing effect. And the hood area, we have that beak and the side covers, and the hood is textured. So really nice details, Mattel. So the eye area, it from the side it looks hollow, but from the front you could see or feel that there are eyeballs peering at you, even though it's colored black, plus that menacing smile. So good job, Mattel, I mean, for this really awesome head sculpt for Skeletor. So if you're wondering about the scale of the 2021 Panther cat figure, then this is how this Panther scales with the Masterverse Skeletor. And just for point of comparison, because this is the classics Skeletor figure and he rides in with this cat, but as you could see, if you take this classic Skeletor out of the picture, with regards to scale, it is not so far out comparatively speaking. So if you already have this in your collection, then it would be a good display piece this way. So there you have it, Skeletor with Panther. So those were my talking points for this figure. Let's go to the photos and the video shots.